I'm swatching on Coco Swatches.
Hey guys, it's Priscilla Ono, global makeup artist for Fenty Beauty, and we're back in the makeup room, and today I'm super excited because we have Ofune, aka Coco Swatches, the one and only. We'll be showing you how to find your perfect foundation, concealer, and contour shades, so stay tuned. So this is the new Soft Lip Foundation, new to the fam.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for you to try it. It's amazing. Think of like golden hour in a bottle. Like when you want that luminous look, but you don't want to look oily and greasy.
Yes.
This is the one.
Yes. Okay. That glow from within.
That glow from within. And it's like a medium coverage. It's buildable. I feel like you're going to fall in love with it.
I'm already excited.
I'm so excited for you to try it. But we're going to color match you.
Okay.
And honestly, like, I want you to like chime in, help me. You're the authority when it comes to swatches, obviously.
I try.
We got Coco Swatches in the building. You do a great job. So I think we should just do it together organically. Yeah. We'll pick a couple, we'll swatch them, and then we'll share with everyone like my swatching tips, your swatching tips. Let them know how we do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm ready.
Okay, so Soft Lit comes in 50 shades. So if you don't know your shade, we have shade families at Fenty Beauty. Okay. We have our 100s for our lights, our 200s for our mediums, our 300s for our tans, and our 400s for our deep. So once you know your shade family, you go in, you take a look at anywhere between 10 to 12 foundations per shade family, and you do like process of elimination. So you like start to like dissect the ones that you know for sure are too light, for sure are too dark, and then whatever's kind of left in the middle is what you're going to swatch. And I usually say like swatching on the jawline is the best because it's closer to your body and you want to match your body and not your face because we're wearing sunblock hopefully.
Always.
Right? So I'm just going to swatch you up.
Okay.
And we're going to choose the one that we feel like blends in the best. Now these do have different undertones and we'll talk a little bit about that too. But when I do color matching, like I said, I like to swatch on the jawline. What do you usually like to do?
I have golden, kind of warm, little olive undertones.
Oh yeah,
so,
I see that.
Yeah, I try to make sure that the undertone is right, the depth is right, and that kind of gets me to the right shade.
So this one is 440, which we love. This one is 445. And then we have 450. I kind of already know the one I like. It's hard because they all really look nice and they like give your skin like some nice warmth.
I like the middle shade.
Same.
Because I think it matches kind of those undertones you see in the center
I
of
love
the
that.
face.
Before I apply your foundation all over, we're gonna answer some pressing questions from the interwebs and the people at Fenty Beauty.
If you could only use 3 Fenty Beauty products for the rest of your life, what would they be and why?
Ooh.
Only 3? Well, first I would definitely have to have my Gloss Bomb Heat and hot chocolate. Like, second one, I'm a lip girly, so it would have to be the Velvet Lip in Breadwinner.
Ooh.
I love a brown lip alone or even as liner sometimes. It looks really good paired with like a lighter like center
I've
color.
seen you do that online before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, it looks so good on her.
Lastly, I'm an combo oily gal. I'm gonna have to have my Invisimatte because
yes,
you can't leave home without it.
You cannot. No, nobody. Even
Like,
Ree, like she always has it in her purse and clutch, and she always steals mine too because she needs them 24/7.
I mean, you have to have one in every little compartment that we carry with us.
It's true. Those are 3 good ones. Yeah, those are very good.
Yeah,
valid. Okay, so I'm gonna start to apply this, and I just like to do like little amounts at a time. I mean, it is buildable. It's medium coverage. But you can definitely build your coverage as you like. The more layers that you do, the more coverage that you're going to get.
I mean, it feels really good. It feels like you're applying like a skincare product to my face.
Oh my gosh, that is exactly what it feels like a hug almost, right?
Yeah.
And I'm using the foundation brush that launched with it.
Ooh.
So it's a new brush.
Okay.
It's pretty dense. It's shaped like a teardrop.
Yeah, I love the density of it. I feel like it helps you really like customize that coverage.
Application, that coverage. Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, you ready to take a peek?
I am.
I want you to see the side by side.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, it looks so like glowy but not oily.
That's
which
what
is
it
like
is.
such a hard balance.
I agree. It's so hard to find like that perfect luminosity without looking oily or greasy. That's one of Rihanna's pet peeves. She has oily skin. She hates looking oily and greasy, but she loves like a good glow. So for her, like that was the challenge to find the foundation that gave you the glow without the grease.
Exactly.
And this is what we came up with, and I'm absolutely in love with it.
It looks so good.
So I'm gonna do the other side of your face, but
Okay.
while I'm applying, let's pull a question.
Ooh, y'all got me in the hot seat today. What's the most exciting Fenty Beauty product you've swatched? So this is a really easy one. I remember when Fenty Beauty launched, and I remember how excited I was to see that there were 40 shades of foundation, and I was at the launch party and I saw them in all their glory, and being able to swatch them like was so exciting for me. Just the launch of Fenty Beauty was exciting for me. I grew up loving Rihanna, and to see that she made this amazing brand with, you know, killer product, like the foundation Pro Filter for sure was the most exciting.
Oh, I love that.
There's so many other good Fenty products, but I'm a complexion gal, as you guys can see, so I was excited about Pro Filter for sure.
I love that. True story, when we went to the launch, after that New York launch, we went to the UK, and I saw girls literally in tears.
Yeah, it was
Swatching.
a big deal.
It was a big moment. People forget, well, I mean, look at what it did.
I
but
know, literally changed the
everything. Industry, everyone now has like 40, 50 shades now.
Right.
I think Fenty really paved the way.
And the great part was being in New York, like everyone could experience it. Like the people at the party and like Times Square were open at the same time. So like everybody had the same experience. And I felt like that was like, you know, it's kind of like building a community.
Absolutely.
Almost. And
it was the beginning of a beautiful love story.
literally. So I just love how everything just panned out, came together, and you know, we're a better industry.
We
for
are.
it, so.
Thanks, Ree. So now that your complexion looks perfect, now we're gonna choose the perfect concealer shade with the Wear Even concealer. Now, when I choose concealer shades, I usually tend to say like 2 shades lighter than your skin tone, like for like that perfect match. But if you want to brighten, sometimes like 3 shades lighter. What do you like to do?
I like a bright under eye, so I go 3, sometimes even 4. I am guilty of using like 2 shades at a time, so I'll do like maybe like 1 kind of closer to my skin tone, like the 2 shades lighter. And
I
then
do the same.
I'll do 1 more, like right here, 4.
I do the same. I love that. So maybe we should like swatch a few.
Yeah,
And like kind of
sounds
like
good.
let's see like what's vibing here. All right, so this is 430. So 2 shades lighter than your skin tone.
Yeah,
So that's
this would be like a good like neutralizing.
neutral. I agree.
Yeah.
I think this is like perfect.
Yeah.
So this is 440. I'm swatching on Coco Swatches. So this one's really peachy, really warm.
Yeah.
You want to take a look at it?
Okay, yeah.
This is like major color correct.
Yeah, I
If
feel
you
like
if you didn't have like any sleep and you were like, girl, my under eyes are crazy, this would be like that one to go in and really do like some color correcting.
Right. That's why I like using a shade like this to just, it's like conceal, color correct, everything in one.
So this is 410. So that's really pretty.
Yeah.
We're
so-
getting into like that brighter apricot-y.
And like these two are like the same like family, but it's just like a shade lighter in that family.
So this is 420W, so it's also warm. Oh yeah, it's so much warmer.
They're all the same vibe.
They
I feel
are,
like. So
yeah.
I could use any of these, but it just depends on which look I'm going for and which two
Yeah.
I want to pair together.
So I would definitely do 440 for like the color correcting, the neutralizing, and then 410 I would use to like brighten.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna do 440. I am going to just do a couple of dots where I feel like we just want to neutralize a little bit. And I'm just gonna blend this in. And I don't know if you're familiar with Wear Even concealer, but it's actually like, it's also like a skincare benefit type of product where the more you use it, the better your under eyes look over time. There's tons of
not
like,
know that.
yeah, there's tons of like ingredients that help with like fatigue under your eyes and dryness, and they're kind of similar formulas when it comes to the soft lit and the Wear Even. I feel like they marry really well, they blend in really well, and they just give you this beautiful hydration on the skin. So now we have like color corrected. This is good for like every day. You're going to the office, you're going out in real life in the daylight, and you don't want to look like you're wearing too much. I mean, I feel like this is just already like so flawless. But if you want to amp it up and you want to brighten it up,
You're
and
a
you
glam
just want
girl
that
like
glam. Okay, now we're going for it. So when I was doing the color correcting, I just dotted it because I just wanted to target like the areas that I felt that needed the color correct. Now, since I'm brightening, I'm going for it. I mean, we're gonna brighten the entire under eye area. So it has to be even. You can't just do dots because then you're gonna have some lighter dots and then you're gonna have some darker areas and it's gonna look blotchy. So you need to just go for it and just coat the entire under eye area.
Put the product on.
Put the product on.
That's feel like that's a really good tip. Like I wasn't doing that before, letting the concealer just sit on the face a little bit to like increase coverage, get tacky, but I feel like that's like a game-changing tip.
It really is. It makes a difference.
It really does.
I feel like if you go in right away and you just start blending it, that product gets lost. Okay, so now I'm just going to pat this in and blend.
And I do notice this is a little bit damp. Are you a damp?
I'm a damp blender girl.
Okay.
What about you?
Class is in session. I'm here to learn too. I honestly, it's the effort that I like doing. Sometimes I'll spray my face with like something and then use a dry blender.
Oh, I never heard of that.
Just so the product moves, a little bit easier.
All right, before we get into contour color matching, let's answer another question.
Ooh, okay, I'm ready this time. What is your vacay makeup essential? Well, if I'm on vacation, I'm assuming I'm in a very hot, relaxing, tropical place, but I need a little bit of powder on my
Yes.
Powder and
Absolutely.
gloss. Powder and gloss. And, sorry, I also need mascara. I need my Fenty hella thick mascara. I feel like mascara, powder, and gloss, you're ready to hit the beach. Like,
That's it. That's all you need.
That's all I need.
Okay, now we're gonna contour. One of my favorite things to do on the face. But I know there's like so many different ways and so many different products you can use.
Yeah.
There's also a difference between contouring and bronzing the face.
Yes.
I feel like when I'm contouring, I want to create shadows. So I love using matchsticks because they're kind of more like on the cooler side when it comes to it. And it looks like more shading versus like we have Sunstalker bronzer, which is a beautiful bronzer, but I feel like it bronzes the face,
warms it up a little
bit. So there's like definitely a difference. I pulled 3 shades that I think are perfect for your 400 shade family, which are Ebony, Espresso, and Caviar. And then I want to swatch them and let's like try to choose together.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, like what color you're vibing with. Okay, we're gonna swatch a couple of these. Ebony and Caviar. I would personally go with Ebony. I also do love Espresso. I would love it like for nose contour just because it's a little lighter and cooler. What do you think?
Ebony is standing out to me for sure. I actually do like a half nose contour when I usually do it. So I think Espresso would be good for that.
See, we see eye to eye on everything.
We see each other. It's my buddy.
So I'm going to do a little bit of contour right on the cheekbones. I like to do like the hairline, like the temple area, and then a little bit on the forehead. And then I also like to bring it down underneath the chin and jawline area. So I just like to take the same brush that I use for foundation. I feel like whatever's left over on your brush is so nice to kind of like melt that right into the skin. This formula is so unique because unlike other cream contours, it actually has more of like this matte finish or like this soft matte finish. So once you blend it in, it really stays on.
Yeah,
and it, right? It doesn't like melt off. It blends in so well to your foundation.
Yeah, and it's great that there's so many shades to choose from.
Yeah, usually when you are looking for contour, it can be a little difficult because they usually don't come out with like more than 4 shades.
It's like you just have to just make that one work.
I know. But Fenty, you know, we got you. All right, this is the finished look. You are glowing. You look gorgeous. How does it feel?
I mean, it feels weightless, but then I look in the mirror and I'm like, ooh, who is that?
It's like you're not wearing anything, but it's there.
Yeah, for sure.
And it looks so beautiful.
Thank you for hooking me up, girl.
Oh my gosh, it was a pleasure. Okay, so those were all our tips for finding your perfect foundation, concealer, and contour shade. Thanks for joining us in the makeup room.